Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to pop on to show you all and speak a little bit about the painting that I did yesterday evening and finished off today. I called it "Where Does It Hurt?" and that's based on a quote written by Warsan Shire, just when things happen in the world which are terrible things like racism, discrimination, injustice, those things are really difficult to cope with, aren't they? And we've also got COVID-19, and a lot of us are still struggling with being stuck at home. And one of the things that I do is to paint. That might seem obvious as I'm an artist, but it actually goes deeper than the business that I have, because for me art is a form of therapy and prayer and recovery, and all I can do really when these things are going on around me in the world, or things are difficult, I pray, I draw closer to God, I paint, I go out for a walk, I take photographs. I've got quite a lot of things that I do to look after myself, because we all struggle with things, don't we? And there's a lot of painful things that go on in our life. So this painting was my way of expressing it a little bit. I think that will probably read as backwards for you, but I will read it in a second. And I just wanted to show you the painting that I've done and explain a little bit about why I painted it. Yesterday was known as Blackout Tuesday because of the protests and the killings in America, and the racism that seems to be still prevalent all across the world. I mean, it's not just America. That's why I've painted the whole world black, because it's not just America where there is racism or hate or discrimination or injustice. This is also Pride Month, so I did the rainbow colours because I want to speak out about all sorts of injustice. Obviously I couldn't cover it all in one painting, but no matter what colour you are, what gender you are, what sexual orientation you are, whatever abilities or disabilities you have, your age, your colour, your background, anything like that, you are loved, you're precious, and it's so important that we all remember that we are all created in God's image, we are all loved by God. There is no exclusion. There shouldn't be any exclusion on earth. There is, and it's painful, and when it happens it makes me cry, because it shouldn't happen. So the quote that I wrote on this, as I said earlier, who it's by, my computer's switched off now so I can't remember it, but it says, "Later that night I held an atlas in my lap, ran my fingers across the whole world and said, 'Where does it hurt?' It answered, 'Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.'" And I found that so powerful and so moving. And so when I painted this, I used it as a time of prayer and a time of reflecting, and a time of holding the whole world before God. No matter how sad I get, I can always lean into Him. And I'm not trying to convert you or say that you should follow God. I'm just saying what I do to help in these times for myself. So I pray, I worship, I lean into God, I paint, I take photographs, I go for a walk, anything to just help me get through these difficult times. And I wish that everyone knew how loved they are by me, by God, and that it doesn't matter who you are or what you believe or what you do, nothing can take you away from the love of God. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this painting. I hope that you have a good day and that you find ways to cope with the difficult circumstances that you might find yourself in, or any grieving that you might be going through from loved ones lost in this difficult time. And I just pray for all of you, really, about everything that's going on in the world, everything that you might be going through. And yeah, that's it really. So have a good day, take care, and God bless.